half-life problems. And this is our first question. 348 grams of nucleate A was reduced to 43.5 grams after 270 days. Determine the half-life period of the nucleate. Okay, there's a simple equation that is used to calculate half-life problems, and that is N is equal to N0 times half raised power small t over capital T. So N is the amount of the element remains after it has undergone decay. So the amount of elements remain after decay, N0 is equal to, N0 is initial amount. Initial amount of the element, and small t is time taken, and capital T is the half-life. So once you have now this equation, it will be easy to determine the half-life or to solve questions that are concerning half-life problems. So in our question now, we're told 348 grams of nucleate A was reduced to 43.5 grams, which means this is the initial mass of the nucleate, and this is the mass after it has undergone a decay, that is for 3.5. And the time is 270 days. So we were asked now to determine the half-life. We want to find the capital T, that is the half-life. So let's use our equation to solve this. So that is N is equal to N0 half small t over capital T. So from there now, we have got the initial mass, that is 348, and the mass that remains after decay, which is for 3.5. So our N now becomes what? 43.5. This is the amount remains. So 43.5 is equal to NO, which is the amount of element remains. N0 is the initial amount of the element, which is what? 348 times half. Small t is the time taken, and we're given 270 days. So that is 270 all over the capital T. That is what we need to find. So if one of the t, that is either the time or the half-life, is missing or is unknown, so you introduce logarithm. And if both time and half-life is known, you don't need to introduce a logarithm. So in our case now, we don't have one of the t, that is the half-life. So we'll introduce a logarithm. Okay. So this is now our equation we have for 3.5 is equal to 348 times half power 270 over capital T. So from there, let's divide 348 on both sides, so that we solve for the unknown value. Okay, so that will be 43.5 over 348 is equal to half 270 all over capital T. So from there now, we introduce logarithm. So we'll say log 43.5 all over 348 is equal to 270 all over T times log half. Okay, let's do now log 345. So log 43.5 divide 348 is equal to negative 0.9. So this gives us negative 0.9 is equal to 270 all over T times log half is equal to what? Log half is negative 0.3 times negative 0.3. Okay, from there, well, let's multiply 270 times negative 0.3. 270, that's 81. So negative 0.9 is equal to negative 81 all over T. So to get T, let's multiply T on both sides, times T on this side, times T on the other side. So that will be negative 0.9 times T will give us negative 0.9. T is equal to negative 81. So let's divide. To get T, we divide negative 0.9, negative 0.9. Negative will go with negative, so that will be 81 divided with 0.9. So capital T, our T is equal to 90 days. So that is the half-life of the nucleide, and that is how we calculate half-life questions. We just use the equation